Grand Rising family, and welcome back. It's Shay Seeking, and this is Not Your Mama's Bible Study, always along with a little bit of his story lied. Anything I'm using here is for fair use, so-called educational purposes only. And I just wanted to do another book share with you guys really quick. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to be going to bed. I've been doing good and going to bed like pretty early, but tonight I had a couple things I wanted to get out of the way. So I'm up a little bit late again. So let's go ahead and look at this book. I thought it was pretty interesting. I think it's from like around 18. I'm not even going to lie to you until we come down here and see when it was. I guess it's written by Ephraim. George Squire, I guess. Says something about Smithsonian contributions to knowledge. Says something about Biblio. And again, whenever I see something about Biblio, it just reminds me of biblical. And let's just see if, because we bibliotheca or something, and whatever. So book lore. Let's see exactly what this one is. Bibliotheer. See, I've never seen that one. So let's just see. Oh, Theer. I'm pretty sure somebody knows what it means. Oh. Okay, bibliotheca is the Bible. Also, library, a place to keep books. Librarian, chess. Bibliothek, the Bible, the scriptures. Okay. The word we borrow from. Okay, so anyways, you see what I'm saying? So, James Smithson. Okay, some stuff that was compiled by somebody. My eyes are already burning. So we're gonna go ahead and basically kind of look for pictures to increase knowledge. Okay, details of the first part of the plan. To increase knowledge, it is proposed to stimulate research. Oh, I like stuff like that. Okay. By offering reward consisting of money, medals for original memoirs on all subjects of investigation. Okay. Let's see. The commission to be chosen by the office. Okay, I don't know what this is all talking about. I was down for the first part. To increase knowledge is okay. Examples. Ethnological research, particularly with reference to the different races of men in North America. Also, explorations and accurate surveys of the mounds and other remains of the ancient people of our country. Okay, I can get down with that. To diffuse knowledge, it is proposed to publish a series of reportings giving an account of the new discoveries in science and of the changes made from year to year in all branches of knowledge, not strictly professional. Okay. Let's see. To diffuse knowledge, okay. These treaties may occasionally consist of valuable memoirs translated from foreign language. Okay. All right. Let's see. John Samuel. Okay. Committee of American Ancient Mounds in Mississippi Valley. Earthworks. The existing progress, investigations, and correspondence early in the year of 1846. A lot of 1845 and 46 going on lately. But I think that's right before Reconstruction, so, or maybe around. Okay, that's why I tell you guys do your own research, because I live in my head. I'm not really good with wanting to take notes and be all like that when it comes to this type of work, because that's not the way that I'm led or guided. Okay, I'm just not put together like that. I'm just not. For all these years, I've been basically storing most of this information in my head. That's why I like go all over the place, because I'm going into those different domains in order to obtain some of the information that is sitting in the background at the moment. And a lot of people, we're all just doing this research. We're trying to do the best that we can, and I don't think anyone that is wholeheartedly in this for the right reason is trying to mislead anyone. And this is why I think that a lot of us always state for people to do their own research. Now, I just might be off with a date or something, but when it comes to what I'm trying to relay to you guys, or that message or something I want you to pick up on your own, a lot of times I just throw stuff out on Facebook. Nobody probably know what the hell I'm putting up there. Like, why did she even put this? But somebody that's already like following me on that will know what it is. And if not, I'm just leaving it as documentation for myself later on to go look at something else a lot of times. Really. So, let's see. Okay. I won't bore you guys. And I see I'm getting distracted a lot more because I'm falling asleep. So, okay. So we're just going to go right into it. We're looking for pictures today. And that's fine. So, Fortified Hill. Okay. Miami. 4 miles. Embankment encloses little more than the works. Okay. The mounds of all dimensions from those. Here, let me make it a little bigger. If I start slurring and stuff, y'all have to excuse me, and I might just have to not do this tonight. The mounds are of all dimensions, from those of but a few feet in height, a yard in diameter, to those which are celebrated structures at the mouth of Grave Creek in Virginia, rise to the height of 27 feet. The Great Mound of Vincity in the vicinity of Miami's Burg, Montgomery County, Ohio. Okay. Great Mound at, Ohio. The Truncated Pyramid. The Truncated Pyramid at Cahokia, Illinois, has an altitude of 90 feet and is upwards of 2,000 feet in circumference at the base. Okay, this is just an add-on to the video. I don't know where I'm going to place it, so, but it'll be unexpected. Okay, so Truncated. Okay, so I just wanted to take a look at this, and I don't think I did in the video, so I'm just going to add this in. So late 15th century, maybe the 5th day. From Truncate, originally in heraldry, okay, so something to do with some kind of family line or something, I don't know. Modern censuses are post 1700. So let's see, truncate. So it says late 1500, from Latin truncatus, cut off. Past participle of truncare, to maim. Oh, to maim. I would probably say maintain. Okay, to maim, mutilate, cut off from truncus, maimed, mutilated, also trunk of a tree. Again, what are we really talking about here? I know we're not talking about the trunks of huge trees, although I do think that some land masses and portions of this plain may be exactly that, huge tree trunks. But this could be from a family's domain, or um, you know, usually these earthworks were in the middle of other smaller ones around it. Um, Kind of like one of those images I shared in the group on Facebook the other day, um, where uh, the let's see, the higher up peoples of the community, you would see them sitting on these or something and overlooking. And I don't know what else they would have been doing, because it kind of still doesn't make sense unless there's some supernatural something that can come from staying at the top. But then some of them did have huts and houses on top of them as well. I would really like to know the real meaning of how they were designed. A lot of them don't look like they have stairs. I don't know, but we're getting off subject. This was just supposed to be an add-in for etymology. So again, maim, mutilated, the trunk of a tree. Again, cutting down trees like the cherry tree and the walnut tree, like these presidents talked about, is just kind of, I don't know, makes me think. So trunk of the body, okay? So the trunk of the body, and a body can be also a person's body or a group of people. You know, like how even in like another post that one of my friends shared, that I shared on actually shared on Instagram, about see, this is why, you know, you guys should just definitely join. But anyway, about how the movie Avatar, how they cut down that huge tree, and that was like the life source. This is where everybody lived, and what nurtured them. Um, so anyhow, of certain origin, probably originally mutilated, cut off. Okay, so cover, wait, cross over, pass through, overcome. Again, um, yeah. So, and then Terry. Let's just do it. Okay. Proto-Indo-European root meaning to rub, turn, derivatives referring to twist, also to boring, drill, rubble, piercing, and to the rubble of cereal grain to remove the husk, and thus to threshing, um, wounded, hurt, grind, wear away, turn, lathe, rub, to strike. Okay. So again, let's see. This reminds me also of the noses being broken off, of uh, some of the statues and some of the things, you know, that are supposedly of uh, modern day Egypt, or Egyptology is what is the study of that now, to ancient Egypt and its remains that, sad to say, I think a lot of that stuff came from here and was sent elsewhere. And I think a lot of the stuff was tipped with different types of materials, maybe even gold. And they have taken our goodly things, mhm, and have scattered them overseas in other places that more than likely most melanated people or Aboriginal people from the Americas won't be able to travel. Nor, again, we like to travel, but we don't like to just go abroad. You know, we are really tied. If you really think about it, there is a spiritual tying of the. I told you guys, if they sat there and gave us all $1,000, or no, I won't say $1,000. If they gave you a substantial amount of money, brought all these boats and ships that to the ports, and invited everyone to go back to Africa, I don't think that many of us would go. And it's not because we have an attachment to the people that are here, it's because we have attachment to the soil. Okay? So, again, you can leave your opinion, but I really highly doubt it. I really highly doubt that many of us would go back. And a lot of us that would go back are really fantasizing with that whole Pan African or so called Pan African outlook, and they have not done their own research because there's not many of us that can tie ourselves through paperwork or DNA, really, okay, and truly, to that land. You may tie yourself to peoples of that land because peoples of that land are also people from this land that were placed there, mainly in that West African portion that they're comparing your DNA to. And this is why there may be a match because some of our ancestors were taken over there later on, okay? So when they would have had the means to transport these people. So again, that I know that went off into something whole different, but I've rarely met anyone but celebrities that have been with I think it's Henry Liar Gates. Um, okay, so and they have done that show in order to give us a perception or to give us some kind of to fill some kind of void or something. They did those series with the celebrities that said that they came from these different tribes and stuff. And the DNA people said they can't even they can't even really tie you to a tribe anyway, and that the DNA tests are more for entertainment purposes. Okay, so again, so it's just funny how when is there a DNA test that you can take to prove that you are American? And if so, they will be testing your DNA with Native Americans who are not the originals, and you may not match. This is something that they came up with, I believe, in the 60s, if not a little bit before. Um, uh, so this was to make sure that all of those indigenous peoples that were coming back to claim their rights or their stance to make sure that they weren't able to do it. That's when they came up with this whole DNA testing. And again, they only use a small amount of DNA. The database is not even huge enough to even test, okay? And again, they're not using the bones that they're digging up here in South America and America. They're using the DNA of foreigners that would not be connected to this land originally, okay? And that's done on purpose by higher up people in this governing force, okay? Okay? That resembles the one of these gods in the Bible very much so, that one I think that they have you basically worshiping, okay, in a certain way that, again, if there was a such thing, the way that they're teaching you in religion is not the way to obtain that whole or to get in tune with the source, okay, in my opinion, okay? They're misguiding you like they have with everything else. So the reason why I do this also is to show people how the governing force has such an effect and why they would be doing this and lying about things and on what scale and level they've been lying and manipulating, mass manipulating the people of this land, okay? And the originals, definitely, okay? So again, like I said, this reminds me of something like that, removing the noses of these statues and these things. And if you ever notice, most of the things that they have from ancient Egypt, that they claim are from ancient Egypt, are always usually broken up. You know it didn't look like that in the first place because a lot of these things were in one place, broken up, torn apart, and shipped over to these other places in order to give you a perception of something. Okay? So, there. It has a level summit of several acres area. The Great Mound of Seltzertown, Mississippi, is computed to cover 6 acres of ground. Mounds of these extraordinary dimensions are most common at the south, though there are some of great size at the north. The usual dimensions are, however, considerably less, and the example here, okay, than in the examples given here. The greater number range from 60 to 30 feet in perpendicular height by 40 to 100 feet diameter at the base. Okay, so it's got these two crosses here. I wonder what that means. Lewis and Clark described one of Missouri's rivers, which they estimated to contain not far from 600 acres. From a sketch by Henry Howe. Here's where that thing is. Okay, we have seen mounds which would require the labor of 1,000 men employed upon our canals, with all their mechanical aids and the improved implements of their labor for months. We have more than once hesitated in view of one of the prodigious mounds, whether it were not really a natural hill, but they are uniformly so placed in reference to adjacent country, and their conformation is so unique, or conformation is so unique and similar that no eye hesitates long in referring them to the class of artificial erections. All the above mentioned constructions are composed of earth or stone. Okay. Though a combination of these materials in the same work is by no means rare. Huh. Okay. The earth is. Okay. Grave Creek. Okay, let's see. Cincinnati, Missouri. The centuries of population are now where they were at the period when the mysterious race of the mounds flourished. The aboriginal monuments of the Mississippi Valley, the general character of which has been thus briefly and imperfectly indicated, fall within two general divisions, namely constructions of earth or stone. Okay, compromising enclosures, mounds, minor vestiges, art, including implements of ornaments and sculptures of the ancient people. And simple tumuli or mounds. I wonder what this word is talking about. Okay. The most dense ancient population existed in precisely the places where the most crowded future populations will exist in ages to come. The appearance of a series of mounds generally indicate the contiguity of rich and level lands, easy communication, fish, game, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Let's see what else we see. Ancient stonework near village of Bourneville, Moss County, Ohio. So for all of you guys that like maps and like looking at stuff like this, I could get lost in this like really all day. But I kind of just wanted to show it to you guys because it has just a lot of stuff, a lot of earthworks supposedly. or some may say pyramids, like it just said there. Let's see about this. The Great Mound at Marietta, Ohio. This one has some kind of thing around it. Looks like it has some kind of lip or something around it. And I guess they were saying how now they use these as graveyards. Yeah. Okay. We therefore find them little changed from their original proportions, side by side, the ruins of those proud edifices, I don't know, which mark the advance as the former do the primitive state of the people who built them. They are scattered over India. They dot the steeps or steppes of Siberia, and vast regions of north of the Black Sea, found in old Scandinavia, similarly numerous in British Islands. In America, they prevail from the Great Lakes of the north through the valley of the Mississippi. And the seat of semi-civilizations in Mexico, Central America, Peru, even the waters of La Plata on the south. We find them also on the shores of the Pacific Ocean near the mouth of the Columbia River and on the Colorado of California, with the characters of those abroad. We have little at present to do, except perhaps to note striking features which they exhibit in common with those of our own valley. Allusion has already been made to the number and the dimensions of the mounds of the West. So, you know, they have the mound stone curves. I mean, you know who these people is. Just saying. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys this. Oh, yeah, I didn't see all of this. Let's see. Anyhow, it's not that long of a read, actually. I'm just, yep. Yeah, so I gotta go. This is the lifestyle of the narcoleptic researcher. I just can't do it no more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick book share. I know some of y'all probably just want to read it on your own anyways. So it's called The Ancient Monuments of Mississippi Valley. Comprising the results of, and see, that's why I gotta go. So, I did want to show you something. Wait. I just want to show you this because it said that they had like stuff in there of the people, and I just couldn't help but see a certain familiar shape here. Just just a little bit of curves going on. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that. So I think they're gonna do like have some skulls or something in here too. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's pretty cool looking at stuff like this. So, you know, If you guys want to read it, go ahead. Um, if you enjoy the content or you like these type of videos, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to comment, rate, to like or dislike, subscribe, share, and again, if you'd like to, you can join us on the Facebook group Aborigines American. Stop. Okay, hold on. American Aborigines Unchained on Facebook, where we share a lot of information that's pretty much like this. And it's more than just me. So I want to thank you guys again for stopping by, and I will definitely see you guys soon. Take care.